Halfway across the world in UK, another woman was being judged not for who she was, but for how she looked. Victoria Wright's journey shows what happens when that mirror becomes a stage. Where Mary was mocked in her village and told she was too ugly to be seen, Victoria faced a global audience that said much the same. But instead of shrinking away, she stepped forward. From the back streets of judgment to the front lines of advocacy, Victoria, like Mary, refused to let cruel labels define her. Their paths may be different, one shaped by falling hair, the other by rising bone, but both women prove that real beauty begins where shame ends.
You know, people might stare, they might do a bit of a glance, that I can deal with because I think it's normal to be curious. There are times when people are really aggressive, really abusive because of how I look.
Victoria Wright was born with cherubism, a rare genetic disorder that causes excessive bone growth in the lower face. As a result, her appearance has always drawn stares, whispers, and in the age of social media, brutal cyberbullying. Some strangers online have gone so far as to say she shouldn't be seen in public, or that her face was too disturbing for television. But Victoria never hid. Instead, she stepped straight into the spotlight. Growing up in the UK, Victoria faced constant judgment from people who couldn't look past her face. But she learned early on that her value wasn't tied to appearances. She pursued a career in journalism and advocacy, turning what others saw as a weakness into a source of strength. When trolls attacked her on Twitter, she clapped back with clarity and class. And when filmmakers and broadcasters hesitated to include her because of her face, she refused to be erased. "If I hide," she once said, "then people like me remain invisible, and invisibility is another form of exclusion." Victoria became one of the UK's most outspoken advocates for people with facial differences. She works with Changing Faces, a charity that fights for the rights and dignity of people who look different. Through public speaking, media campaigns, and school visits, she challenges the toxic idea that beauty must fit a narrow box. Victoria's courage helped shift the conversation from cruelty to acceptance, from gawking to understanding. Her face, once mocked by trolls, is now featured on national television, in documentaries, and across campaign billboards, not because she conformed, but because she refused to.